What's up guys, Protagonist here, and today we'll be doing a Vanguard 0 deck profile on GranBlue Limit Break, aka Asia Circuit series. So the featured deck will be on Cocytus, which is one of the old classic Limit Break units, which is able to revive dead units from the drop zone. So a few things very interesting about this standard Limit Break unit is similar to Gamma, it gains us 5k, but it has its very own chainride, which is similar to Oracle Think Tank Tsukiyomi. Very nice. It does require you to do a setup, which I feel is a really cool mechanic, because if you set up well, you'll be getting a lot of pluses through these chain rides. So how this chain ride works is, as long as you are riding onto these units, which is the Skeleton series, you'll be able to ride a Demon World Knight from your drop zone. So you've got to set up your Grade 2 Demon World Knight on your drop zone using Ghost Chappies or any milling you do with your cards. All the way up to Cocytus, because the Grade 2 also allows you to superior ride from your drop to Cocytus. So for example, this means whatever a Chappie drops in the drop zone becomes a +1 instantly, which is really good because this way you get extra bonus pluses by doing the chain ride, which is super consistent because it's really easy to dump units in the drop zone. We have the starter to do the dumping, and we also have a lot of other units like the Rune Shade and so on to do a bit of milling into the drop zone. So anyway, let's quickly go through the deck and learn more about it. So for example, we have the Chappie Ghosty, I think one of the MVPs in GranBlue for a long time because it's of its ability. As a rear guard, if it's placed, you can put any card from your deck in the drop zone, so basically set up your drop zone for any cool shenanigans. Back then, we do set up our Night Mist, but right now we do a lot of stuff to set up. I personally set up, if I do have the drop zone set up for my Cocytus right chain, I will probably just go for Night Mist. Otherwise, I kind of prioritize on the Cocytus because it's a +1 with Chappie. We do have Swords that gives us a Soul Blast 2 draw 1, nice. And most importantly is the Skeleton Colossus, which is the chain ride. So I guess if you want to fully benefit from the chain ride, you kind of want to draw into this in your opening hand. From then on, all you need to do is just keep chain riding from the drop zone, set up with Chappie Ghosty and any milling units you have. So for the Grade 2s, we play 3 copies of the Rune Shade. So it's a very solid 11k attacker that at the cost of when it attacks you mill 2 top cards of the deck to gain +2k attack power. A very solid 11k attacker. So it can pretty much solo most of the opponent's Vanguards and stuff. Also help you set up the drop zone further. Captain Night Mist is basically one of the MVP of GranBlue. Whatever GranBlue deck you're building, probably gonna max out Night Mist first. His ability is, if Night Mist in the drop zone, if you have another Night Mist, another clone of yourself in the drop zone, +3k, 11k, very solid. During opponent's turn is 8k though, so it's okay. 11k as a beat stick is very good. While in the drop zone, you can come +1 to retire a rear guard to call this card. So you can retire stuff that are pretty dead, like your boosters or even dead Cutlass. Or overuse Chappies to guarantee you have an interceptor for the next turn. Next is 4 copies of Skeleton Demon World Knight, the Grade 2 of the chain ride for Cocytus. So basically by setting up your Cocytus in drop zone, during your next turn you get to super ride it from your drop zone for free, so you don't need to spend any hand cards. Really good. After that, it's pretty much a vanilla 9k. So yeah, I guess you gotta make use of it in the early game and set up well. It's not very hard to set up from what I've tested with this deck. So there's that. And 2 copies of Counter Chargers. Counter Chargers are pretty good in this deck because we do use a lot of Counter Blast from the Night Mist. So basically guarantees you that you get more Night Mist going off. And also our new Grade 3 actually takes a bit of Counter Blast, which is the Cocytus. Anyway, for the Grade 3s we play 4 copies of Cocytus, our main ride target. The reason why I play the chain ride is also because I want to guarantee ride Cocytus. His ability is Counter Blast 2 to call a unit from drop zone, so call any dead units that you set up in the early game. Lane Break 4 +5k attack power, so it's pretty good because you can guarantee that you will hit in your attacks even upon trigger sometimes. And 4 copies of Thanatos. When this unit attack hits the Vanguard, Counter Blast 1 retire to Superior Call, so basically extend your plays, really good. And +2k attack power. I guess it's pretty good against MLB if you don't have boosters, just in case you retire all your boosters for your Night Mist. This guy still puts in work because it's a 12k attack, and it's a pretty nice artwork for a clan full of undeads. So anyway, let's jump into rank and try out the deck. So anyway, I forgot to press the recording button. So with this hand is actually pretty good. We do have a chain ride. The next plan is actually to use the starter and dig for the Grade 2 or Grade 3 pieces and fix the Grade 2, Grade 3 pieces that we do not have with the Chappie the Ghosty. So here we go. Let's ride into our chain ride to get the plus going. activate the kit. So this kit will need to get us either the grade 3 or grade 2. Alright, activating kit. So we do have a grade 2, so we gotta put the grade 2 in there. This way we don't really need to call Chappie the Ghosty first. But since the opponent is actually a grade 3, I mean 8k, I guess I have to call booster, activate Chappie Ghosty skill, and just right like that, I'm all done with the chainride. So I do not need to spend any hand cards for riding to ride. So basically it's like a couple of pluses. So pretty cool. The next Chappie Ghosty could be used to boost up my Night Mist, Captain Night Mist. This Chappie Ghosty is so good because you're able to do a lot of cool combos with this deck. See, just like that, I don't need to spend any cards from my hand to ride. Save a lot of hand size for the chain ride. It's basically like Tsukiyomi, but it's very consistent. Tsukiyomi you still need to rely on top 5, but mine is like I can search out my combo pieces using my cards and my starter. So this is a very consistent way to get into your grade 3, which is the Cocytus. In case you play against decks that just unlike situations where you just don't want to ride the wrong grade 3, there are decks that lack consistency and you have that problem. So you draw a grade 3. So just like that, I ride for free, not even spending any cards from my hand. So I maintain my hand size, excellent. And then I could call Knight. Yeah, I would definitely call Captain Night Mist. I'm not afraid he retires. And then call this fella to drop another Captain Night Mist in there, so I can boost it up to solo. Then if I check stand trigger, I will get a lot of pluses. So okay, battle solo with Captain Night Mist. This one will be able to swing. Doesn't check trigger, excellent. Let's push. Heal trigger, came too early, but it's okay. Okay, we got 2 of his Desert Gunners into the damage zone. Those are actually very dangerous units in the late game. So let's see whether he uses Limit Break. I don't think so, because I only have one Rearguard. Oh, he has this one. Okay, this is actually quite tough. It's not Vermilion. Ooh, he sends away 2 triggers. Quite painful. So he's gonna lock my Rearguard. So probably he's not gonna intercept destroy my Rearguard this turn. He's just gonna go for the swing. And a Dijin 12k, which makes magic numbers very painful. Cannot attack the Rearguard, so it makes sense to play Desert Gunners. So I wonder what kind of trigger lineup he plays. He plays the pure draw trigger, the meta build. So probably he's gonna swing. Maybe he's thinking whether to use Saishin's skill to retire my ghosties. Is it worth it? Probably. He attacks my Vanguard. He checks a perfect PG and a draw trigger. Wow, that's pretty good. Just like that, he's down. His 2 PGs is down. Heal trigger. Oh my god, I'm whiffing all my heals. Not good at all. Since it doesn't matter if he triggers or not. Here, thinking not using Saishin, that don't really make sense to retire these ghosties. Since my Rearguards are able to hit 11k solo, so it's a pretty solid Rearguard. Draw. Snap. Bridle the Vanguard. Oh, it's so cool to do that, man. Bruh. So I could revive one Rearguard. Do I want to revive the Night Mist though? I guess I could. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a free Rearguard next to the next turn. We can always use her. Too bad this is not 1k more. Okay, I just push for extra damage. Alright, either way. Let's go. Next turn, I feel that he'll just go. No, he'll just retire my Rearguard, so it's okay. My Rearguards can always come back, so it's not really a problem to battle. Yeah, I could solo with that. Sorry, solo with this. Then if I drop another Night Mist, I check a stand. Big plus, big brain. Heal 2. No, a heal trigger is down. There's no triggers, so I'm still 16k. Stand trigger Ghetto. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Probably won't be able to hit anyway. So now he'll be doing his limit break, but it's okay. We still have a lot of intercepts to spare with this deck. No problemo. The dead will always rise back up. So thank goodness my deck just left being dead. But check out the animation of the Dangari if he uses it. It looks amazing. We'll use Dangari's skill. I'll probably use Dangari skill instead of Death Sai. Yeah, probably not. Comblast 2 is quite expensive. With Dangari's Comblast 1. Check out the animation of Dangari. Look at this. Look. Nice. I mean, I'm impressed. So it's only gonna go to Q1. Because probably he does hit magic numbers. I think he should just blasted both of them and just go for hard damage. He gets a heal trigger. Yikes. That's deadly. So that's 1 pound of damage to me. Hopefully I get a draw trigger. Nice draw trigger. So anyway, it's still gonna hit me because it's a magic number. So he's thinking to use Saishin. He's gonna retire the back row. Okay. Doesn't really matter though because I'm a 15k base. No, when I need break. Heal trigger, nice. Alright, it's my turn. It's time for the undead to counter attack. So with the Cocytus we saved from the earlier game, we could call a rearguard back. Who should we call? Ooh, call some cool stuff. Let's see. Yes, I am gonna call the Rune Shade. Rune Shade is very cool. Let's put Rune Shade here. So the 3+1. So never be afraid of not having enough rearguards. So this way, swing. And I could, if I check a stand, it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I could save my hand. My hand's alright. But the next turn he potentially can just all swing me. So I have to be very careful. Okay, so anyway. Battle. Non-trigger is good, so there's a high chance that I'll check a trigger. That's why it's very important to check your Rune Shade's mills because if they don't see triggers, there's a high chance of you checking a trigger. That's the theory most of the time. When I play even the IRL Vanguard, but we never know. There you see, we draw trigger. All the side. But I feel that he's still able to push me for big numbers because he does have the Dangari skill to retire 1. And if he can lock down 1 or retire another 1, he might still be able to go for game, I feel. My hand is pretty huge. Oh, it's a Vermilion, damn. Okay, then it's definitely a big game over for me. Yes, Vermilion combined with the Dangari is actually very good. So unfortunately, this might be the end, boys. Unless I get a defensive trigger. Stand trigger, nice. This way he has to completely end his turn. Amazing. Okay, this might be a chance to win. Do we have any more Cocytus? We don't have any more Cocytus. Oh, okay, it's a grade 2 Cocytus. So right, skip. For sure. Okay, let's see if you can do any good plays with this. Probably need to fix the magic number for me though. Just in case he checks a trigger. So we're gonna call it 2 night miss. And then swing. Yeah. So hopefully it goes well for us. It most likely it's pretty good. So battle. Because otherwise he's gonna Vermilion Thunderbolt me once again. And I will still be extremely dead. We have limit break, so it's like so we do have a lot of power still. Let's have a PG. So that's game. So I'm glad I'm able to show you the chainride, a quite consistent chainride. So you are pretty much guaranteed to play Cocytus every single game with this amazing little chainride with a cool tech. Yeah, so anyway, that's the deck. It's able to manipulate the drop zone so that you can have guaranteed intercepts. It's fine against a deck that destroys intercepts, so it wasn't very easy to fight against, but we did it because with the help of stand triggers, which is pretty important because any decks that doesn't really play any cards that extend plays, they gotta play stand triggers. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and if you guys would like to see more Vanguard Zero deck profiles, I think I pretty much covered this set. I'll probably try to cover the next set because I hope this video helps the newer players to find their winning image in these decks that I've been reviewing. So yeah, I hope it helps because I did practice a lot for all these matchups in order to do a profile, in order to not misplay like an idiot. So yeah, so if you'd like to see more deck profiles like these, leave a like on this video and maybe subscribe if you haven't. So yeah, thanks once again, thank you guys for watching, peace out, love you guys, bye.